It seems so serene now, like 1,000 stars dancing. The water, carving its way down the hills as it has for centuries, giving life at every turn, until it no longer did. On June 23rd, that dance stopped, brutally, with no warning.
Our top story this morning, the deadly and destructive flooding in West Virginia.
44 of West Virginia's 55 counties under a state of emergency. The Howard Creek here appears to be rising again.
Nearly 10 inches of rain poured down Thursday night, sending rivers of floodwater sweeping across roads and through homes.
In an instant, the serenity of West Virginia's mountains and valleys turned into an inconceivable landscape of destruction and horror. Nearly a foot of rain fell in mere hours, leading to what meteorologists called a 1 in a 1,000-year flash flood. The water, ever searching for the lowest point, found it, washing away everything in its path.
Still pouring the rain down, too.
The rain started, and it was rain like I had seen before in spurts for maybe 5 minutes, and then it just continued. And it was pretty obvious then that something was different about this.
I would have never in the world believed that just rain, not a dam breaking or something like that, could cause water like this. This came so fast and so furious, it's unbelievable.
It was like rushing so hard, and things were floating all the way down the road, and it was like the end of the world or something.
The only thing that you could see at one point from our house was just trees. Everything else was just water. The rush and the amount of water that was coming in was just unbearable to watch.
It just started flooding down the road like a river. Cars coming down the road, homes coming down the road, and then we knew we were in trouble.
You hear stories of moms with babies and toddlers, and even 10 and 11-year-olds that were stranded and parents couldn't get to. I can't even think of that.
It just rips your blooming guts out. And I know it's all over the place, all over our state, and there's story after story or tragedy after tragedy, but
The aftermath, simply staggering. 23 dead or still missing. Thousands of homes destroyed or damaged in nearly 80% of West Virginia's counties. Countless families uprooted, their memories now stacked in piles, covered in the dirt where they were first made.
you go and look, and all the possessions of their home are laying out in the front yard in a pile. It's really sad.
You can see the watermark right here. It was this high in the house. So we knew everything was destroyed, gone.
Only 2 weeks before the start of the Greenbrier Classic, played annually for the past 7 years at the Old White TPC course in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. One tweet from area summer resident Bubba Watson alerted the golfing world of the unfolding carnage.
Having a home that close, 5 minutes away from the great destruction, it's heart-wrenching, something you don't dream about being a part of. And so this community that's helped me, that always has a smile, it's pretty heartbreaking.
As the severity of the situation became clear, golf became secondary.
Whether it be the golf course or the Greenbrier or something as valuable to us as the Greenbrier Classic, you can always have another golf tournament.
The big picture is golf is irrelevant at that point, and you just try to come together and band together as people and certainly as loved ones and try to help as much as you can. My heart goes out to that area, certainly, and there in West Virginia, and certainly the families that lost loved ones and those that lost maybe everything.
The famed Greenbrier Resort quickly transforming from tournament host to a place of refuge, offering free housing, food, and medical services for those displaced.
The support has to continue to come. This is going to be a 1 to 2 year process to rebuild this community. But after that, what does it look like? Where is the support going to come from then? And so that's when I think that we as a body can come together and really offer support for this community.
It's absolutely what this community is about, what this state is about. I'm not from West Virginia, but I have been blown away by the people here since this disaster happened.
With one of its own in dire need, the PGA Tour family quickly rallied. Bubba and Angie Watson donating $250,000 to several local charities.
It's just a tragic thing. These are people that I see every day, you know, at the hotel, at the golf courses working, and now they have nothing. So it's very devastating, but it grows the community together.
Everybody just loves coming here. They just love this event. They love the Greenbrier. So I'm not surprised at all that people want to help this community. We're all hardwired to want to support and lift each other up.
The tour always does a great job at helping the local communities where tournaments are involved, and I'm sure they're going to step up and help out as much as possible, because pretty devastating what has happened to White Sulphur Springs and everywhere around there. The devastation is immense. I mean, it just takes a toll on a whole community. Cedar Rapids, my hometown, went through it in '08. Every great community has, great people, and you rally and you try to get back going to where you were, but it's work.
Now 2 weeks removed from the initial disaster, the slow, impossible cleanup work continues. The memory of those so quickly lost lingers, a reminder of life's fragility. Yet somehow, amidst their grief, hope finds its way in. It has to. For these people, like their rugged ancestors who once settled here, are proud and resilient. And their stories of help and support as powerful as those of the pain.
I never seen a state come together as much as this state has this time. We were raised up that way to become one, loving thy neighbors. Everybody helps thy neighbor.
We're fixing 3 meals a day, hot breakfast, hot lunch, hot dinner. We're delivering to wherever it needs to be delivered. If they can't get here, usually here from 5:30 in the morning, I've been staying here, sleeping in my car.
It was the community helping the community. Survivor after survivor coming in and donating goods and helping offload trucks. It sounds a little cliche, but it gives me hope.
We're so overwhelmed right now. The response and the help from our friends and the local churches and their family and our family has just been a blessing from God.
It's heartwarming, it's humbling, it brings tears to your eyes, but at the same time, West Virginians are tough and they're good people and really know how to love, and we'll get through it.
That difficult process of getting through it is just beginning for all these communities affected by the floods. The reopening of the iconic Greenbrier Resort on July 12th, just the start of what promises to be a long journey of recovery.
That long-term recovery is very important because it's not just the physical restoration, it's also the economic recovery, which can be hard, and things like the PGA Tour help with that because they're a huge influx. We'll see what happens, but I know the community's dedicated to it, and I know that whenever they put their mind to it, they'll be able to accomplish things.
These types of things just allow us to grow stronger, and I think that West Virginia will become stronger through this natural disaster and will become closer, and I know that in a year from now, the Greenbrier Classic will be a celebration.
We'll surely be scarred and remember all those that we lost and all the sacred possessions. We won't be able to replace those, but we'll go on and we'll be better than ever before.
We've lived here our whole lives, and I wouldn't want to live anyplace else. This is a tragedy, and we will rebuild and we will come back strong.
Over the past 2 weeks in West Virginia, the personal connections among its residents has been strengthened, serving as a poignant reminder of an old saying that rings true here, that even in the worst of storms, the sun still shines behind the clouds. And that sun is strong.